Hello, good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, whatever time you're watching this video. Thank you for joining me, especially if you're watching on the replay. It's always great to know that you've come and watched, even though it's not live. So I've just taught a class. It's Friday night. I don't really want to be doing anything too complicated. However, she says, oh, happy World Card Making Day. Yes, South Pacific. You're already in on the 5th of October, aren't you? And it's World Card Making Day. So let's wish our South Pacific friends a happy card making day. So I've just done the flag album class. Thank you for coming, those of you who did. Those of you who still want to do it, I will probably reschedule and do another one at some point with improved measurements. I may or may not have made a little mistake. Thankfully, I had some very gracious attendees who, even if they're cross with me, they don't show it. They're very kind, very sweet. Yeah, no, it was really fun. I'll show you what we made in a second. And then we were talking about future classes, because I know that I haven't scheduled anything for November. And so we're planning to schedule something on the 22nd, I think it's 22nd of November, Friday the 22nd, the Wreath to Square album class. That's what we're calling it. And so to save me a bit of time, I am going to remake the one that I did in front of you guys, but I'm going to write down the measurements as I do it so that I can actually schedule that class, get it out there, because with a class like that, there's going to be a little bit of pre-cutting required from you guys. It's like pre-homework, so that when it comes to class, we can just stick it all together and you don't have to worry about cutting up when we're actually together. So, Paula! Hey, lovely to see you. Great to see you. Hi, Anne, Mindy, Shaz, Elaine, Lisa, Anne, Christine. And we were also discussing time changes. So it means that potentially South Pacificers, it's going to be a bit more of an easier time if you want to come to my sort of evening for me classes. So, yeah, we're looking forward to Joanna. Lovely to see you. How was your birthday? Okay, so I'm going to start off by cutting up all these elements. I may or may not stick them together today. I don't know. I suppose if I write down all the measurements, then I'll be okay. But I'll show you what my plan was. Oh, what's going on with my desk view? That's a bit weird. Hold on, sorry. I had my desk view and then it disappeared. Don't want technical problems. Oh, wonderful. Good. Joanna's thanking everybody for birthday cards that got sent. So if you want to join the Artful Stampin Space Contact Facebook group, there is one. If you just search for Artful Stampin Space Contacts on Facebook, you can join it, and then you get access to a address list. But in order to participate, you need to agree not to share addresses with other people, and also just to share your own address and pop up your birthday if you would like birthday cards. You don't necessarily have to put your birthday if you just want to have your name and address there to receive RACs, random acts of kindness, or if you want to be able to send cards to other people. So that's what that's all about. Okay, let's do this. Hi, Hazel. All right, so as I said, for those of you who are just joining, I'm going to be scheduling a class to make this on the 22nd of November. It's not on book when just yet, because I need to actually write down the measurements for it. So we'll start that process now. Now, when I shared on WhatsApp, I asked people to bring a joke. So it's Friday night, chill out night, when I'm not going to be doing any fast crafting. This very much is about you guys hanging out with me, having a bit of a laugh. I know it's not because I want to make light of anyone's circumstances. I know that some of you are going through some absolutely very, very tough things right now. I get that. But as someone was saying the other day, laughter is the best medicine sometimes. It's just good to have a little giggle, you know, just gets you feeling a bit better. So, do you get to see the card? Oh, we didn't make cards today, Vicky. Hi, Vicky. We made the flag album. So, shall I show you that first? So we made two. So it's two different. There's variations. It's exactly the same measurements, exactly the same folding techniques and everything, but there's two ways of sticking it. So here we go. So this is the first one that oh, that's the wrong way around actually. It's that way around, sorry. That's the front. And then it opens like this. And when it's fully opened out, you get to see my stamped one sheet wonder from way back when. Who remembers this one? Where's Karen? Karen, I know Karen's got this one. I love this stamp set and I miss it. But that was a one sheet wonder going back many, many years. And so I stuck it in this. This is called a flag fold, for those of you who are into bookmaking. So there we go. So that's what we made. And then we actually made two. And then this is the other formation where you stick it slightly differently and you get this formation as well. So there we go. So I decided to use my stamped one sheet wonders. The instructions that I actually give is to cut two pieces. You stick one on top of the other. You don't have to necessarily do that, but that's the instructions that I give. And so if you're interested in taking this class, let me know, because if there's enough of you, I'll reschedule. Maybe for December. It looks very complicated. It is slightly, Heather. But now I've tweaked the measurements. The measurements are correct, absolutely correct now. And there's an accompanying little video to explain what you have to cut up. So you have to cut things up before you come to class. The people that took part today, yes, there was lots of toing and froing questions and, you know, oh, I've done that wrong, need to restick it. But they got there. And I mean, I'm not going to name and shame, as it were, but if those of you who took part, it's up to you what you want to say about the class. I feel that they were happy enough at the end of the class to be confident to go make another one. So, yes, I could do a Saturday morning. Yeah, I could do a Saturday one. Thanks, Monica. Yeah. So if I schedule this one for a Saturday morning for me and South Pacific one. Yep. Okay. All right. So I want to make one of these. So let's get the measurements. So 4.5. Oh, that's not going to be big enough, is it? That's not big enough, Ruth. No, it's not big enough. Right. Let me get a piece of cardstock. So this. Hold on. Let me get the card. Oh. So for those just joining, I am doing a little bit of my own homework in that I want to put this class up for booking, but in order to do that I need to have the measurements for it. So I'm going to be giving you those measurements now, really. So we need two squares that measure 4.5 by 4.5, and I tend to use the backing board from packaging. I just keep hold of that and use that, and then I'm going to cut at 4.5. So the class is going to include the stamping of a wreath that will not be as complicated as the wreath class that I do, but we'll keep it a little bit simpler. This is 2.25. Yep, 2.25. So 4.5 plus 2.25. So I'm cutting at 6 3/4. Yeah, so if anyone wants to share a joke, I'm in the mood for a little bit of a fun joke. Oh, you can't do it 20 seconds. Ah. Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer? She kept running away from the ball. Oh, very good. Very good. Well, if there's a few of you who want to do it and you're not free on the 22nd, I'm potentially free the week before, and the 2 other ladies that wanted to come to it were also free, so I could potentially do the Friday before. How's that sound, Paula? Ooh. Don't know what I'm there. Okay. All right. Hello, Miss Bonnie. Yes, I'm planning a class. Now, was this the one where it was super tight on getting the 12 by 12 paper wrapped around it? Oh. Who remembers that episode? Where I was like, this is going to be a tight one. Yeah, that was the super tight episode. So if you do not want to risk, I mean, you do it. It's doable. I mean, the other option. Actually, I wonder if I can take that down to 2 inches. If I can take that down to 2. Just doing some math. Okay, you know what? Let's take that down to 2 inches. And I think that is potentially better. And then we won't have to cut the DSP from 2 pieces. I think we'll be able to just do it from the 1. Let's figure this out. So that needs to go there. That goes there. That goes there. So we have, what do you think? What did the big chimney say to the small chimney? Oh, you're too young to smoke or something like that? Oh, has Monica done a, what did one plate say to the other plate? Dinner's on me. Oh dear. I'm liking these. Alright, where's my pen gone? Oh, there it is. So, let me cross out that measurement then. We're going with 2 inches times 4.5 inches. So then the DSP cover needs to be 12 inches by, did we say 6? I'll say 6 inches. There we go. Okay. That's that. Then the inside panel, ooh, so that won't have to be as long. That'll be 1/4 of an inch shorter than what that is now. So that will be 10 3/4. By 4 1/4. Okay. So then, oh, now this will be fun. You guys can help me choose what one sheet wonder I'm going to use for this. I'm going to get out my back catalogue because I have several one sheet wonders that have been around a long time, and it's probably time I use them for something. I just thought of another class some of you guys might want to do. It's the green wreath with paper flowers wreath to do home decor for Christmas. I'll show you it in a second and see if you want to do it. Ooh, that's quite a fun one, isn't it? You know what? I think I've decided. I do like that one. Oh, there's that one there as well. This is a really old one that I don't actually want to cut up because it was one of the first ones I ever did. So, oh, that was quite nice as well. I wonder if that would go with some of the, I don't know if I've got some of that painted lavender paper left over. You know what, I'm going to leave those two out. Oh, or we could go autumnal. Oh, what do you think? What do you think? There were two ladies having coffee, and one said to the other, "What is that yellow thing on your ear?" She took it out, and she said, "That is my suppository, so guess I'm not hearing it." That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Help, I've fallen, I can't giddy up. Oh, hold on. What did the horse say after it tripped? Help, I've fallen, I can't giddy up. Oh. What did the banana go? Why did the banana go to hospital? He was peeling bad. Oh, right. I'm going to go and see if I've got some DSP that will match what I've got. This is when I get all my retired stuff out to use. I told you it's going to be laid back today. Chilled. Just, you know. Right, so I need either a purpley thing or... Ooh, I quite like that and that together. I'm not sure about the stars. Oh, but I like that. Oh, I like that. Oh, that came together quickly. So, ooh, sorry. Boing. Oh, it was my light. I wondered what went boing then. Okay, so for the album, you are going to need one sheet of 12 by 12 vanilla or white, and then 12 by 12 DSP times 3. I think that's enough to do the decorating. I think it will give you lots of choice anyway, because then you can cut the outside of one of those, the liner for one of those, and then you've got, I think you should have lots left over. I say maybe 4 just in case. But you know, if you're crafting in your room, you can go and pull out whatever you need to pull out. So, oh, night, Hazel. Oh, bless you. Sleep well. Yep. See you on the catch up. I appreciate you coming back. Right, so I quite like the idea of this lining. Go for a plain outer, and then, oh, or do I like that outer? Yeah, you know what? I might go for that as the outside. Right, so we're going to have a piece of 12 by 6 for the outer liner. Then, what did I say? 4 1/4. 4 1/4 for the inner liner. Okay, keep that for that. And then we'll save those for later on. Then what we need to do is chop our 12 by 12 into 9 pieces. But what we want to do is not necessarily use the edges. We want to cut it from the inside section. And because we're not cutting it into a strict 4 by 4, sorry, no, it's not strict by 4 by 4 because we've got to have a little bit of a gap. We're going to be cutting this into 3 and 7/8. So hold on, I just got to do my maths a sec. So 1 and 7/8. So I need to cut off 1/4 of an inch from one side. I hope I get this right. Okay, so if I cut off. Oh well, I suppose I've got a spare one if it goes wrong. So if I cut off 1/4 of an inch from one side and 1/4 of an inch from this side, actually if I 1/4 of an inch from all the sides. Okay, and then cut 3 and 7/8. 1, 2, oh, how did I go slightly out on that? Oh, I shouldn't have cut 1/4 of an inch off both sides. I should have just cut 1/4 of an inch off 2 sides. So what's that then? Oh, that's 3 1/4. I should have cut 3/16. Okay. cut, let me just write that down, cut 3/16 off 2 sides, or should I say 4 sides? 4 sides. There we go. That was the issue. I should have made it 3/16, not a quarter. Oh well, never mind. So if I do these would be 3 3/4. And these were something's not going to be right on this one, but anyway, I'm going to keep going. 3 7/8. I think this one's going to come up short. Yeah, so take that one down to a quarter. Oh, that's funny, Janice. Hi, Jenny. We're telling lots of jokes tonight. If anyone wants to share a nice joke. I don't mind cheeky jokes as long as they're not smutty. You know what I mean. Oh, have I done that right? I feel like I've done something wrong here. Oh well, so my example is not quite right, but that's all right. We're just hanging, we're just chilling and crafting and chatting and laughing. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. All you got to do is just keep stamping and cutting and sticking and gluing. Right, so this is the bit that we would actually do in class because we've got to stamp the one sheet, the 12 by 12 wreath. So yeah, don't worry about that, but I've got it done for this. So now I've got to figure out the measurements for the inside. So this is measuring 4 inches, and I think I used the length of the paper. Now, it looks like I deliberately kept it down to 11 inches because I know that you guys use 11 inches. So, what colour paper should we use? Ooh, should we use Cajun Craze? Have I got enough Cajun Craze? Oh, am I out of the Cajun? What? Oh, but I might be okay for pumpkin. Oh, it might have to be pumpkin. Going with the pumpkin. So I seem to remember that I think we cut strips of 4 inches. So I will get on and do that now because I know that we definitely do that. So 4. So I'll cut 2 pieces there. All right. Any more funny jokes? Patricia's writing these down for the grandkids. Oh, great. Fab. Fab. Right, so for those of you who are just joining, I'm planning to do this class on the 22nd of November, and it's a Wreath 2 mini album class, and we thought to schedule it before Christmas in case you wanted to make these for Christmas gifts. Okay, so we'll start with the very beginning. Very good place to start. And for this first page we score. All right, now you know what, I need to be writing notes. So 1 score, so this was going to measure 4 by something, but we don't know what yet. So score at 4 inches, then 4 1/4, then 8 1/4, and cut at 11. Let's see if this works out. So we're going to go for number 4, then 4 1/4, then 8 1/4. Ooh, we've got Stampin' Up news to share. Apparently, over the next few days, there's going to be, is it 15% off stamps in the annual catalogue? And then cut it, well, for you guys in the States, your cardstock is 11 inches anyway, so we'll cut that off at 11. There we go. Right, so that's number 1. So this will be 4 by 11. So number 2, oh, I've changed colour. So number 2, oh, actually, it's the, it's actually the other way round. So it's score at 2 inches, then 2 1/4. Oh, sorry, I'm going to have to do it in reverse because otherwise it's not going to be like how I've done it. Oh, start that again. Right, 2 3/4. Oh, 6 3/4, of course. Then 7. Then, yeah, that's it. Okay, great. So then the next one is, oh, that one's easy. 4, then 4 3/4. Eight 3/4, and then again cut at 11. So again, that's 4 by 11. All right, let's get on and do that then. So 4. I'm so good at sleeping, I can even do it with my eyes closed. Very funny, Joanna. 4 1/4. Oh, cool, Denise. Miss Denise, you're going to have to come to a class. Oh, we need to catch up. because I'm not going to onstage. I'm not doing onstage online, backstage online this year because I'm busy that weekend. Right, next one. So that's page number 2. So if you're going to do this class, ideally you do need to have some magnets. They would be helpful. Right. Alright, so this one I'm going to have to adapt because I did it larger than 11 inches. So if I scoot that over, so 11, 7, 6, and 2. Oh, that's easy. So 2, 6, 7, and 11. Now this one would make a great class, for an in-person class that I may do in person in January for my local ladies. So my local ladies, if you're watching, this one would be one that I would want to do as a nice like 3-hour event maybe. Okay, so next one. So I've done 1, 2, 3. So only number 4 to go. So that would be, I can see already what that would be. That would be 4 inches. And 5 1/4. Well, that one doesn't have a fold. That one doesn't have a fold. Although we could put a fold in, maybe. Let's just see how wide that would be. No, it wouldn't be very big. So let's just stick with doing a single flap. So that would take us to 9 3/4. So this one is going to measure 9 3/4. So this is 4. So that's 4 by 11. Okay. Oh, I've missed jokes. I've missed jokes. Hold on, what's going on? Where do polar bears keep their money? Oh, in snowbanks. I love it. Why did the strawberry cry? Because it found it's in a jam. Oh, very good. These are really good Christmas cracker jokes. If anyone's making Christmas crackers, you know, and want some nice clean jokes, we're obviously the place to be. Hold on, I don't think I've got that right. No, that was supposed to be 3/4, wasn't it? So, 5 3/4, then cut at 9 3/4. Okay, change that one. Knock, knock. Who's there? Ash who? Bless you. So this is a little bit like the album I made in the week. But this one only has four sections to it. There we go. So the reason I designed this one way back when was to kind of show off a wreath thing. So those would get stuck. Now I did it so that when you opened it, you would see one of the stamped one sheet. Sorry, a panel of the wreath on each one. But you can decorate it in whatever way you want. But if I just write a list then of all the additional DSP panels that you're going to need. So you need one. I'm just going to go by the 3 by, so the 3 by 7/8 by 3 by 7/8 panels. You're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you need 8. Then if I measure the other panels that you're going to need, you are going to need a 4, 2 by 4. You're going to need one of those and one of those. So that's 2. And then you're going to need a 2.5. So 2.5 inches by 4. And you're going to need 2 of those. 1, 2. And then this one here, 1 3/4. So 1 3. I'll stick that up here because that's in order of measurements. I need 1, 2, 1, 2 of those. And then the amount of magnets you're going to need are 1, 2, 3. So that's 6 magnets. Okay, so it means then that we can go back to our DSP. Night, Heather, take care. So this is really interesting actually, because I don't think I've ever worked out a class on a live before. So I hope this may be helpful for those of you who do run classes and how you kind of write out your measurements and things. So I'm actually going to cut. So those are my pieces for my covering my thing. So from these, I'm going to cut the pages that I want for my pages. So I'm going to cut this to 3 and 7/8. Actually, I've just realised those are the wrong measurements. Right, I'll do that again. I've done that wrong because I'm doing 7/8. Unless, I mean, 1/4 inches is easier, but I really like having that fine border around the edge. I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to stick with that because, but if you want to make it easy, you can do less. But I think I like it. 3 lots of that. I might need more, but I can always come and cut a bit more if I need to. Ooh, and does that leave us with the perfect amount there? Oh, that was close. Okay. All right, let me just do those measurements again because I feel like I got that wrong. Right, so that should be, that's 2 5/8. That's 2 1/8. And that is 1 7/8. Okay. Now the thing is, I've got three pieces of paper, but I need eight squares. So a couple will get repeated. So this is where you could just choose your favourite, basically. I'm just squaring that up, so I'm going to cut that at 3 7/8 because I'm lazy. There we go. And then I'm going to take 2, cut those at 3 7/8. Okay, so that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 panels of DSP. And then I need 2 of, did I fit that into 2 1/8? Oh no. Ooh, will it do it? Oh, just about. 2 1/8. Okay, so I've done the 2 1/8 one, and then I need to do 1 7/8. Although I'm cutting these out and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to lay it out. And then I do have this piece, so let's see, is that 2 and... Oh, never mind. I could have cut this out, the 1 7/8. Actually, I might just do it anyway because I don't know how I'm going to lay it out. So, and it might be that you want to wait and see how the pages figure out before you cut your pieces, which, you know, wouldn't be terrible if you want to do that on the day. But I'm just going to cut in a couple of extra. Got those there, and then if I do these ones as the bigger ones, 2 5/8. There we go. Oh, yeah, I'm booked to do a crochet class that weekend, Denise, and also my son, he's the Christian Union president at his university, and he's got his away weekend that weekend, and I don't know if it was silly of me to offer, but I offered to cook for, they've got about 30, maybe 25, 30 people meeting up for the weekend, so they need a cook at the venue, and the venue where I'm not quite sure if my husband's speaking as well, but I've offered to cook because it's a self-catering place, and it's a place where I've been before, where they've run camps and things. It's a really beautiful, like, big old house, and it's a great place to do sort of away weekends and camps and things. So yeah, I just, when I saw the date clashed, and I just thought, you know what, I much as I love the Stampin' Up events, I just felt led to not go this year. Hopefully I'll come see you guys in the States next year. What did the triangle say to the circle? Do you get around? I've got the edge. You're pointless. I love it. I love like all the different responses to these different jokes. That's brilliant. Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, Jenny. Oh, so Jenny and I's secret guilty pleasure, it's not secret, our guilty pleasure is that many years ago we both downloaded, I don't know who got who into it, but there's this app game called Bakery Story. And you start off with your little bakery, like a little grid, and you can buy cookers to go. So basically, the game consists of grids, a grid, and you can pop your ovens, and then you have to bake recipes and feed your guests. And then the more money you get, you can expand your bakery, and you can buy decor. You can change the wallpaper. You can change the flooring, and it's just this little game where it just brings so much pleasure, doesn't it, Jenny, to us? Oh, I got you into it. I'll see, she's blaming me. And yeah, they are 3 7/8. Oh yeah, sorry. Yep. Thanks, Catherine. Yeah, it's our little slice of heaven, isn't it? It's where we, not heaven really, heaven's better. Where we get to control our little world and the little people, and you can go and visit other people's bakeries, and you can go tip them and get inspired by how creative they are. And it is really interesting, right? It's very creative. It's like Minecraft for us like city bakers, before Minecraft was a thing. And we go through seasons, don't we, Jenny? Where we'll play it and then we won't play it, and then we'll play it, because sometimes we get sucked into doing the challenges, and the challenges can be quite tough. So I've decided I'm going to start playing it again, but not do the challenges, because I'm not really into Halloween, and it's the Halloween challenges at the moment. But I've decided to try and do autumnal decor, and obviously Jenny started doing that. It's very simple. It's very satisfying when you can buy nice things and bake nice recipes. Yes, and there's certain recipes that are just so pretty on the plate, because your little customers come into the shop and then they sit in front of a table, and suddenly this cake appears in front of them, and they sit there going, and then they get up and then they walk out, and then suddenly you've got money in your account. Anyway, it's this silly little game that we both love, and it brings us great joy. And we all need a little bit of joy in our lives, don't we? And yeah. Yes, we have had a long break. Yeah, let's not do. We won't do challenges. Well, yeah, no, we won't. I mean, might be tempted if they do a nice Thanksgiving one, maybe. But yeah, it depends. And if you haven't really got the time to play it, it does get frustrating if you can't do the challenges. Okay, guys, do you want me to make this in front of you now, or do people want to go to bed? I don't know. Because this has been very helpful for me, because I've now got my plan of what I'm going to do. I do need to write this down, because I haven't done that. Chipboard. Keep going. Okay, let me have a drink first. Someone sent some chocolate. I suppose I need to test out whether or not this is going to work. Excuse me. All right, so I'm actually going to use my grid paper to help me here. by lining up the grid paper with, you've got that middle line there. So this is at the 6-inch mark here to help me. I'm going to pop that there. Right, oh, I did open a new glue earlier, so this is nice and juicy. Well, yes, I'm going to make the time because I was going to just do this tomorrow, and I actually have got other stuff I need to get on and do tomorrow. So this actually helps me because this is like working smarter, not harder type situation, where I've done the mathing, and it means then I can get that workshop up and going tomorrow. So you guys can book on it. Actually, I might even be able to take some screenshots of this if I forget things. Alright, so when you come to stick this, got to make sure you have a good, at least a 2mm, if not 3mm gap here. You know what, let's do it by inches and that will help. Oh, so that should have gone over a little bit further. Never mind. Okay, I'm giving it an 1/8 of an inch gap. I think that would be enough. That would be, should have checked on this side really. Ew. I'll go in a bit closer. You do have to be careful not to go too close with this, because you can end up cracking the DSP. So, right, come on, I think it's time for another joke then. Let's have another joke. Ooh, I found scissors today. I think you guys probably got sick of me going, I can't find my scissors. I was having a bit of a tidy up. I found scissors. Okay, I'm going to pass you on a tip that I saw today on YouTube. I was watching a lady make a junk journal, and she was using some very thin paper to cover her journal. And so she used, you see these corner bits that I've just chopped off? She used these to stick in the corners as a bit of reinforcement. But I took away from that the tip because sometimes you may accidentally cut a little bit close to the corner there and end up, when you fold your sides over, you might have a little bit of a gap. But if you use those corner pieces just to pop those in there and stick those in, it means that you can hide it. So that was my top tip today that I learnt. Okay, here's my bone folder. Just going to run my bone folder down the middle there. Not the middle, sides. Pull that down. Pull that down. Why did the bicycle fall over? I don't know. Why did the bicycle fall over? Hello, Pam. Oh, one of my, well, not one. Yes, no, my when I moved a few years ago, moved house a few years ago. One of my neighbours, the one that lived next door to us, an older couple, they recently gone on holiday to, I think they've gone to Boston and that part of America, and he's a photographer, and oh, he is sharing the most gorgeous photographs of fall. It was looking at these colours and papers just reminded me of how beautiful your fall is in that area of the world. My little bonsai tree is turning a bit golden, so I'm happy about that. And then in the South Pacific, guys getting spring bulbs, or your bulbs coming out now? Why did the bicycle fall over? Because he didn't have a leg to stand on? Yeah. Because it was too tired. Oh, because it was too tired. Oh. Very good. Very good. Pam, we're telling jokes tonight. If you've got a nice joke for us, please do share. So this end one was a tight squeeze, but I think because I've reduced it by 1/4 of an inch, it will make it much easier than when I did mine. I remember us holding our breaths when I made that previous album. But I think we can do it a bit easier. It just takes a little bit of paper Oh, see, look, that one was a bit tight, wasn't it? So if I open that up, this will show you exactly what I mean. Oh, is anyone watching Ludwig on BBC? It is brilliant. Really enjoying it. It's like a detective series. Those of you who love BBC dramas, I know some of my American friends really love BBC dramas, you'll love it. Yeah, that one, I think I cut it a little bit too close there, but there we go. So if you've never joined one of my classes before, they're conducted on Zoom. They are usually about £20. I haven't put the price up recently. Right, I'm going to cut that there, so let's do a measurement of what that actually is, so I can write that down. Did I say 10 3/4? I did. Oh, I might give it a little bit more actually. Let's go for 10 7/8, I think. Why did the man take his pregnant wife to the supermarket? Don't know. Yeah, I don't know how soon you guys get BBC dramas. Oh, that's pretty paper as well, isn't it? I recently treated myself to, those of you who shop at Aldi know that they do a range of toiletries and candles and things like that that I think they've tried to mimic the Jo Malone scents. If you're familiar with Jo Malone, it's a UK brand and she does lovely candles and various scented things. And but they obviously can't say, oh, it's Jo Malone, but they numbered, so there's like number 1, number 2, and if you smell them and you're familiar with Jo Malone scents, apparently people go, oh yes, that one's that one and that one's that one. And so I bought the number 1 hand wash, and I've put that recently, just popped that in my bathroom because I'm out of the Neal's Yard. I usually have Neal's Yard, bergamot, and oh, I can't remember what else is in it, but it's very nice, but I've run out. And so the scent lingers for quite a while on your hands, so if you like it, it's lovely, because every so often I get a whiff of the scent. It's very nice. So if you're a fan of Jo Malone fragrances, I do recommend that you go get yourself to an Aldi. Okay, so I'm going to let that glue dry, but before I do, I'm just going to find the join, as it were, just to pop a little score line in there. No, you see, I'm always so tempted to do the fold before it's ready, and you really must let it dry before you do it. So I'm going to leave that for a minute. Why did the man take his pregnant wife to the supermarket? Because they had free delivery. Right, do I want this the same way as I did the other one? Oh, I've got to stick magnets on yet. That's that way around. Right, let's get the magnets on. So I use double-sided tape for the magnets. I stick one on, then put the tape over the top facing outwards and drop the magnet onto it. Try and take my fingers off. And then lay it down. And then when you open it up, it should be in the right place. Oh, knock, knock. Night, Janice. Rest well. Have you got a craft fair tomorrow? Orange you. Knock, knock. Who's there? Orange who? Orange who? Orange, you glad we are all here? Oh, that's lovely. I like that one. So 1, 2, there we go, last one. So the signing up offer this month is really good. So if you're thinking of stocking up on Christmas presents, I do recommend you do it in the next few days because of the reduction on stamps as well, any stamps in the annual catalogue. So that would automatically apply also to your starter kit. So you can choose £160 a product for £99. And also it means, just as an aside, if you join my team, oh, I've just realised there's something not right here. I've miscalculated something. If you join my team, whenever I teach classes, you actually get a reduction. Something not right. So that was meant to be a quarter. That's meant to be 3/4. Ah, that's meant to be 1 1/4. So that's wrong. It's meant to be. There. So that's meant to be there. So the scoring, that's wrong. So that should be 1 3/4, 5 3/4, and 7. So that means that that measurement for the DSP should be 1 5/8. 1 5/8. Okay. This is why it's good to test these out. So 1 3/4. And 5 3/4. Have a wonderful time, Monica. Yep. Nothing planned for tomorrow. Bliss. Oh, lovely. Well, surprising. Why is that? Why does that surprise me that still magnetizes? I guess it's still the same distance apart. Anyway, that works. All right, not going to argue with the math. All right. So, let me just figure this out again. So that one goes there, that one goes there, that one goes there, and that one goes there. Let's have a look at that. Yep, that's better. All right. So now let's do a bit of sticking. So the central portion of the wreath, that's going to be kept for the front cover because that's quite unique. And then the rest of them I can just kind of like stick on. And I want to start with a. I might start with a little corner piece. Go that way. So I'm going to follow the same pattern where basically I'm going to stick the wreath onto all the right hand side pages. Actually, I don't think I mind so much that I cut a slightly larger border on this now. Any more jokes? Where do trees go for their education? Elementary school. Very good. Elementary school. If I thought about this more, I may have done the wreath positioning slightly differently, so it almost looked like we're going round the wreath, but I know I got it all a bit muddled up earlier, so I think that's what I did when I did the first one, but this one I'm not going to worry too much about it. I am taking it in turns between a corner piece and an end piece though. And I could have stuck this all together, but I just figured it's a bit easier to stick these panels in before the middle gets stuck down. So. You're loving all the jokes, good. See, I'm terrible. Like, if someone asks me to tell a joke, my mind just goes blank. And like, I've had hundreds of really funny jokes in my life, but I can't recall them. Oh, apart from this one that used to be my favourite. But I always delivered it wrong. Ooh, sourdough buttermilk bread. That does sound good. Elaine, how long have you had your starter for? Because I seem to remember any time that you've come on a live, you talk about baking bread, sourdough bread. Alright, so that's all the wreath sections gone in. So now we can have some fun and figure out where we're going to put our little pieces of DSP. Where am I? So I know I need to cut some of these panels down because I've changed the measurement, but that's okay. Alright, so I got extras of certain ones. Orange, green, yellow, orange. Hold on, what have I got extra of? Okay, right, let's do orange there, yellow there. So yellow, orange, green, yellow, orange, green, yellow, orange. Okay, yellow, orange, green, yellow, orange, green, yellow, orange. And this is where it's going to be interesting to see how this has worked out. Oh, let's go to the larger ones because I know that these measurements were correct. Oh, look at that, yellow on yellow. Oh well. I perhaps wouldn't have planned to have it that way, but that's okay. I'll go with it. Yeah, green on green. Okay. Go with it. And then I'll cut that down. So what did I say? It's going to be 1 5/8. I've carried that pregnancy joke in my back pocket for 50 years. It's the only one I remember. I think I'm going to have to do that, Pam. Actually, the joke that I always used to tell is coming back to me slowly. I might be able to tell it. I just need to remember what the punchline is. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Start with this one. Hi, Serene. Are you okay? Oh yes, Serene, if you've got a good joke. We're telling jokes tonight. Yeah, perhaps the pumpkin pie colour wasn't the greatest choice for this, because I've just realised I've got this pumpkin pie against pumpkin pie. Or, well, it's not really pumpkin, I don't know what colour that is, but anyway. I mean, I suppose the whole thing just fits together nicely, doesn't it? Oh, no, that doesn't. Ew. Oh no! Hold on, that's not right. Oh, I did have it right. was just folding it at the wrong spot. Okay, do that again. I haven't done the new fold. Oh, I stuck that on wrong. We can fix that. Yes, keep it clean, please, Serene. Whew. Okay. Ooh-wee. Right, let's do that again. That's a bit better. Oh, Serene, what are you doing tomorrow? Are you doing anything for World Card Making Day? Oh, that magnet is not right. Got to move this magnet up. Right, I'm going to do that again. Oh, get off. Right, try again. Right, let's move on from this page. That's taking up far too much time. Oh, just got to do that bit now. Ah, dear. You're having a community clean up of our parking garage, and I'm planning to join the Stampin' Up event in the afternoon. Fantastic. Take care, Mr. Nees. Right, next one. Oh, thanks, Serene. So if that ever happens to you where you've glued something down and you need to remove it, if you have some sort of heat that you can apply, then do that. If you don't have one of those heat tools, buy yourself one. And if you can't buy yourself one straight away, just if you put the toaster down on the toaster and just sort of heat it up gently, mind your fingers, you may be able to save it somewhat. Oh, hold on, have I stuck the wrong one? Yellow, orange, green. Oh, I've got to do this one yet. That's why. Okay, so I've got the yellow on that side. Yellow there. I was confusing myself. Take care, Patricia. Take care, Anne. Enjoy your lunch. Oh, that sounds lovely, bacon and eggs. Actually, I recently acquired a whole tray of eggs for £4. So I think I'm going to have eggs for breakfast in the morning. And then I'll be cooking. We've got lunch at church on Sunday, so I've got 2 pieces of pork to do, pulled pork, which I actually need to go and get out of the freezer tonight. And then some other dish, not quite sure what yet. Right, so we're on yellow, orange. Thank you for hanging out with me, everybody. It's very sweet of you to hang out for so long. And thanks for all the giggles. It's been lovely. I've also used I used undo to remove a piece of DSP. Ah, yeah, we don't have that product here. Do you buy eggs by weight or the dozen? By the dozen, you either, yeah, half a dozen or dozen. So this would be 3 dozen I bought. They are basically like farm, not sort of seconds really. So there's a lady that supplies some shops in Welshpool, and she comes along with her little trundle with all the eggs on them, a little pull along thing, and I hung about in town yesterday waiting for her, and then she didn't come yesterday, but my friend managed to pick me up some, drop them off at my house, so that was really good. Is it like is it a spray, Judy? How does it work? So this is a great way to use up perhaps DSP that's not particularly pretty DSP, because you don't mind it being covered by, you know, if you're going to stick a photograph or something on here, you know, I always feel a bit guilty covering up really pretty DSP with a photograph. But this is your more generic patterns that are great for this kind of album making, and they're just such a nice contrast against the, you know, this really detailed floral. Alright, so to construct this then, we're going to start from the bottom up. All my mistakes you can see there. I'm just going to stick those down. So I'm lining this up on my grid paper so I can see where these go. This is where the grid paper is really useful. Check that again. It's a liquid and a trough on the dropper. You put the trough underneath your DSP and it just peels away. Oh, okay. Right, again, I'm going to line this up with sorry, I didn't finish my sentence then, did I? I was concentrating so hard. I'm lining this up with the grid paper because the grid paper is in 1/4 of an inch increments. And the way I've measured the construct or done the maths on the construction is it increases by 1/4 of an inch on each side. Nope. Yes. I wasn't sure what I was doing then. Alright, so I'm going to line that up again. Making sure this is all straight. Just going to apply some pressure. Fold that over carefully and apply a bit more pressure there. Okay. Right, so that's correct. Let's bring back the base. Where did I put it? Here it is. So I'm just going to use my ruler just to hold that up against the side there. Fold that. Oh yeah, beautiful. Okay. So then that's going to sit inside there like that. Could decide to turn it around and do it that way. But anyway. So if you wanted to add additional adhesive, you could put some tape across there if you wanted to, and then do some wet glue. So this is one way to make sure it's on straight, is just to open up the pages and make sure that the edges are parallel with the base of the book. I think that's it, because you do have just a few moments of wiggle room just to check things are correct. So that's fine. And then again, just apply some pressure. And I like to do from the middle out, so just go backwards and forwards. Work from the inside out. Just putting pressure. And obviously just let that sit and dry. Oh, she's got the car loaded and ready to go. Ah, fantastic. Oh. Oh, Serene, I have got some press and seal. I can send you a little bit. Because someone very kindly Jodie Hoffman bought me some, and Glenna got me some when I went to On Stage. She got someone to give me it. So, yeah. If you can't find undo, lighter fluid is actually the same thing. There we go. Is it a bit stinky though, Denise? Right. So let's do a walkthrough. Right. This piece is meant to go on there, and I think I want a nice dark green border. So I do have another piece of that, but I kind of don't want to cut into all that, just to put that on there. So I think what I might do is just see if I've got some green card that I can use. Yeah, just want a very fine amount around there, which I will cut 3 7/8, so I'll remember to do it correctly this time. They both smell the same. Oh, interesting. Thank you, Jane. Oh, I'm feeling rather peckish. Oh, okay, Serene. Maybe next time I see you. It is very interesting stuff to handle. It's very, very odd. Now, I haven't put ribbon around this. You can stick ribbon onto this if you want to, but I actually quite like it without this time. So I would put ribbon around there and stick that over the top of the ribbon if you're going to put ribbon. Right. Got a little mark on there. Don't know what's that. Oh, it's just a bit of glue, I think. All right, everybody. I think I'm done. So there we go. My little so it's a little 4x4 mini album, making use of a wreath stamped sheet, 12x12 wreath stamping. What am I talking about? You know what I mean. Stamped wreath cut up into bits, and then using that to be a real highlight of the album, but then also still leaving spaces to put photographs and so forth. So, oh, that was the page I bodged up. Let's see if I can straighten some of this out a little bit. It's a bit dented. Right, there we go. Might just go over the edges a little bit more. Right, so there we go. That, like that. Then that. 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 Oh, ready for bed. I am peckish. So there you have it. Now, if you wanted to be really, really pedantic, potentially you could cut some strips of paper to stick in between the edges. Very, very fine strips, if you wanted to. But I think the beauty of then just of choosing a coloured cardstock that kind of matches the whole scheme means that you don't necessarily have to do that. Yeah, there we go. So if you're interested in doing this class, watch out for announcements about it on Book When. Oh, I love the colour hearts there. And because now I've written out all the numbers for it, it will hopefully be not too long. I'll try and get that sorted for tomorrow and up and ready. And if you want to take that class with me, you can. So we'll do a simpler stamped wreath than normal, so that we can get on. So I'm anticipating, if you do the homework, if you have all your pieces cut out, then it will take us about an hour to stamp the wreath and then an hour to construct. That's the plan. But you will have to have cut out all your pieces beforehand. And obviously, if you want to really plan it out how you're going to do it, then rewatch this video to think about which DSP you're going to use where. I mean, the other option is that you go very junky, that you just use your scraps really, and just vary it. You don't have to do so much repeating as I've done. Okay, so there you have it. Yeah, I've really enjoyed doing that, and I think I do prefer the slightly smaller spine. So this one is a 2 1/4 spine, whereas this is a 2-inch spine, and I preferred not having the hair-raising moment of trying to turn that paper around into there. Incidentally, if you like these colours, this is that's the nice DSP that's in the annual catalogue. This is a retired paper, this one. I think that's a retired paper as well, but super sweet and fun. And yeah, there we go. Right, thank you everybody. Oh, thank you so much everyone for keeping me company tonight. It's yeah, nearly a 2-hour marathon, that one. Oh, Serene, I don't think I'm going to be going to Strasbourg. It's, yeah, I don't think I am. But there we go. It would be lovely if I could, but it's pricey. Yeah. Right. Lots of love, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you've got any questions about the products that I've used, about signing up as a demonstrator, please email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. And you may not be able to get your hands on these specific products because some of these have retired, but in terms of the tools and everything, like the scissors, the trimmer, and what else is current? Oh, the cardstock, that's all current stuff. Yeah, go online to the shop, with the link for that's in the description, and there's lots of gorgeous papers that you can choose from to make something like this. So there you go. All right. Oh, thanks, Mindy. It was lovely to have your company earlier. And have a great weekend, everybody. I think Pamela's trying to give me do sign language with me, like American Sign Language. Oh, it was so special, Serene. Yeah, it was. We might just have to organise our own little get-together. And we definitely need to organise a Zoom catch-up as well, because we've got projects to talk about. All right, lots of love, everyone. Have a great weekend.